This episode opens with a real shocker. Daisy accidentally stumbles upon Hoke's little secret, which is truly unexpected, yet he remains composed, taking on the role of a responsible and serious tutor, patiently guiding Hoke on how to locate Ball's tombstone, and ultimately, Hoke successfully finds it by following Daisy's unique guidance. After effort, Hoke finds Ball's tombstone nearby. Independent Daisy wears a rare warm smile near Christmas Eve. Bri decides to invite Mummy over for dinner and show her the new house he and his wife picked, but Daisy is feeling a bit lost, like a duck in a... Seriously, he has no clue how to handle this. See, Daisy is just a bundle of mixed emotions stuck in a pickle. He still has no idea what to do, just shaking his head in confusion, while casually mentioning the new house he and his wife picked out. But Daisy can't stand her daughter-in-law's extravagance. He can't say any of this to his son and daughter-in-law, so Daisy vents to his easygoing friend Hoke, who listens patiently and occasionally responds with a laugh. When they arrive at Bri's new house, Daisy gives Hoke a beginner's notebook on writing. But he refuses to admit it's a Christmas gift, insisting, if you practice well, you could write some good books. Hoke responds with a polite smile, really? I'll definitely give it a shot. Their friendship as teacher and student deepens, and just like that, years fly by. Bri decides to get his mom a brand new Cadillac. But what Bri didn't expect was Hoke buying the old car through a dealership loan, leaving him a tad puzzled. Bri wonders why Hoke didn't just buy it directly from Daisy to save some cash, but Hoke doesn't want to take advantage of his boss. Soon enough, it's Daisy's brother Walter's 90th birthday, and he prepares to celebrate with him in a distant land, but Bri can't join due to an important meeting. Daisy, a little anxious for his first trip, vents his emotions at Bri while Hoke quietly adds some humor to the mood. Right before they leave, Bri hands Hoke $50 from as they hit the road. Daisy is still anxious until Hoke finally takes his mom off, and Bri breathes a huge sigh of relief. In the backseat, Daisy directs Hoke with a map, casually mentioning his daughter's marriage to a train porter. His daughter has travelled to many places, but Hoke isn't fond of that kind of hustle and bustle. After all, this is his first long journey too. By noon, they stop by a lakeside for lunch, and Hoke praises Edra's eggs as simply unbeatable. Meanwhile, Daisy sits back feeling good, reminiscing about Walter's wedding at 12. When he was young, he mistakenly believed that the Gulf of Mexico was the ocean, and innocently asked his father if he could dip his hand in the water, but ended up only getting a good laugh out of his dad. Suddenly, two officers appear, interrupting Daisy's salty memories. Since Hoke is black, the cops stop by for routine checkups, and after reviewing their ID, they finally let them go. But this checkup had them tense. Hoke realizes the wrong turn after half an hour. Hoke has to pull over on a country road, and Daisy instinctively blames him for the mistake. They had to awkwardly head back, and the tension makes Daisy sweat bullets. Finally, as dusk approaches, they find a gas station. After Daisy uses the restroom, they resume walking, but detour, not arriving as night falls. Daisy can't resist, but once again begins to grumble incessantly, muttering about the patrol officer's inspection and increasingly worrying about how her friends and family would evaluate him. Hoke detects the hidden meanings in Daisy's words and proposes they pull over for a further discussion. But after a bit, Hoke thinks he shouldn't act like a kid anymore and asks Daisy if he can step out. He's thinking of looking for a better spot, but dares not venture too far, lingering in the dark. But then, he realizes that the pitch-black field is a tad creepy, and when Hoke steps out, Daisy feels a bit out of sorts. He hastily calls for Hoke, who slowly comes back to reality, and upon seeing him, Daisy puts on a brave face, trying to shake off the... Eventually, after some twists and turns, Daisy arrives at his brother's birthday party. Bri also calls to check in, eager to know how Daisy worries Hoke might spill the beans on his embarrassing moments, so he hangs up by saying he's going to eat cake. Several years have swiftly passed by, and now Bri is seen sporting a full head of distinguished grey hair. Hoke is still the friendly helper, and one day he visits the textile mill to have a heart-to-heart with Bri. Hoke mentions Bri's cousin, hoping his wife will hire him as a driver. The implication is clear, he's looking for a little raise. Upon hearing these words, Bri immediately empathizes with Hoke's difficult situation and, with compassion, asks him what his expectations are for an ideal salary. Not long after, something unexpected happens at Daisy's house. The maid Edra sadly passes away while watching TV. Edra's funeral takes place at a small church, and Daisy and Hoke both attend to bid her farewell. Daisy feels a bit sad about Edra since she had been with him for many years. And life after her passing is tough for Daisy because he has to handle so many things. Even the empty space in the backyard is turned into a tomato patch, all thanks to Hoke's suggestion. Time flies, autumn soon turns to winter. Today heavy snow falls, and Daisy's coal is gone. He wraps himself in a blanket, lighting candles, and sitting alone at home, only to be surprised by Hoke's thoughtful visit through the snow, bringing a bag of coal. Hoke buys Daisy her favourite hot coffee, bringing her unexpected warmth. Since the snow is pouring down, and Hoke has nothing to do, Daisy hopes he will stay and hang out for a while. Just then, Bri's phone rings. He cares about his mom, but wishes he had Hoke's thoughtfulness on his side. After much effort, Bri is named Chamber of Commerce Person of the Year in 1966. However, for naysayers, Jewish wealth is often seen as shrewd. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.